Alright, so what is good, YouTube? It's your boy LegendaryEA, and we are back here with another video. And today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 players in this year's draft. Now, obviously, this is my opinion, so not everybody's going to really be on par with what I'm thinking. I'm pretty much going to say why, and just give you guys a brief explanation why. But mine is pretty much going off of my eye test, potential, projection, and just where they're going in general, because this team's fit does really matter for a lot of these guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you go and like it up and subscribe. You'll spam that like button. And of course, on this channel, we post the NBA videos and the rebuilds. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to be doing my final mock draft, since the draft is going to be on Thursday. And then after that, I will do the Lakers rebuild, because I know I chose the Pelicans. I chose the Pelicans first, so that one will be coming out soon. And a lot more NBA videos to come, especially after these guys get drafted, because I got some ideas for after that. But I mean, other than that, we're going with 10 players in general. Like I said, you guys are going to be rocking with a couple of them. I know. Give me y'all's top 10 in the comment section below, and let's just keep this thing civilized, all right? And me saying that, you guys already know that I'm already gonna do something kind of crazy and kind of questionable. But I mean, other than that, let's get straight into it, man. All right, so starting in off at number 1, the most obvious choice that I got is Zion WIlliamson. I think he's the top player in this draft, not necessarily based off of right now, but his ceiling is by far the highest in this draft. His ceiling, just off of his physical nature, is gonna be insane, and he's gonna be blockbuster day one. He already has the most clout in this draft, and yes, that does matter, because he's gonna be selling tickets even in New Orleans. His team, he now has Lonzo Ball playing with him. That's gonna be insane. He has somebody who's gonna feed him the ball, and he's probably gonna have, his team should be alright. I think that the trading for like Bradley Beal with that 4th pick, maybe. Regardless, he's gonna have a solid team to help him get wins. And like I said, his ceiling is the highest. Now his floor, we ain't gonna talk about his floor and his potential for injuries because of his knees and his size, but his ceiling, Charles Barkley with ups. Someone says Zach Randolph with bounce, but I see a lot of Charles Barkley, and I see that he got some major bounce. So that's why he's number 1 on this list. And come on, man, we're gonna keep this thing brief. He has to be number 1. It's that simple. Now coming in at number 2, I'm going with RJ Barrett. And now this is why. I don't think that necessarily he showed everything that he could possibly do at Duke University. And I think that people do question a lot of his shot selections, but I think that he's a walking bucket. And I think that in the NBA, it's going to even be better. He's going to New York. He's going to a big city, a big team. And I think that he's going to walk onto the Knicks and be their best player, unless they sign a big name free agent. I think he's better than Dennis Smith Jr. I think that he's better than Kevin Knox, and I definitely think he's better than Frank Ntilikina and Mitchell Robinson as well. I think that he's gonna walk into New York City, barring he doesn't go somewhere else. But regardless of any team he even goes to, I think that he's gonna walk in there and be the go-to guy for the most part. I think that he has good size. I think that he has the confidence to take any shot that he wants to, and just having that in general at this kind of an age is very important. I think that he's a solid playmaker when he needs to be. I think that he's the 2nd best player and one of the most, if not the most talented player in this year's draft. I know that you guys didn't see it necessarily at Duke. Go through the high school, go through the national tournaments, go through all of that, and you see his skill set. And I think it's pretty insane. I think you guys are kind of sleeping on him. So that's why I got him at number 2. Heading in at number 3, this one has to be done. I have Bol Bol. Look, after Zion and RJ, it can be debated, but if Bol Bol never got hurt, he would be a consensus top 5 pick anywhere. And prior to his injury, I do believe somebody had him at like 3rd or 4th in all of the mock drafts. The only reason why this isn't happening is because it's for concerns about his injury and the fact that he might be getting injured a lot at the next level. But at the end of the day, he's a 7-footer with a solid handle, size. He can shoot. He has a freaking shot. Like, that was a lot of people are saying. He has an actual shot. He has a lot of skill. He has some skill, and I think that he could be nasty at the next level. He just needs to put on some weight, hit the weight room. I saw somebody compare him to Kevin Durant. I can kind of see it, but as you guys know, I hate comparing players to legends. So we're not gonna do that. But I do think that Bol Bol is the 3rd best player in this year's draft, and if he didn't get hurt, look, all I'm going off of is potential and the eye test, and he got game. I'm telling you. Heading in at number 4, I have another questionable guy, but this one can be switched off with number 5. I got Cameron Reddish, and I know that Cameron Reddish, once again, why am I hyping up Cam? I think that Cam is going to be very, very good at the NBA level, and I think that he's going to excel a lot more than he ever did in college, because now, unless he goes back to the Pelicans with Zion, for the most part, he's going to be the 1 or 2 guy on his team. He's not going to be third in a college system where he's the 4th ball handler on the team. That's not going to be happening. Regardless, his play style probably transitions the most out of everybody other than Barrett. And I mean, he has a good style of play that works in today's league, as well as a good prototype as well. Look, players like him are already excelling. Somebody like Paul George, even though, that still is a kind of crazy comp. If he lands on a team where he can get shots and he can get his confidence back, I think Cam is going to be a problem. Killer Cam will be a problem. Heading in at number 6, I got Darius Garland. Now, we obviously did only see him play in a few games at Vandy, but I remember whenever I saw him play his senior year of high school, and the first person that I could think of was Rhonda with a jumper. Now, he's a good playmaker. He's a good playmaker. He didn't really show that a lot of Vandy, but he showed that he can score and he can shoot at Vandy. Look, this man has a wicked handle, a shot, and it looks like the game just comes so easy to him. He moves so fluid with the ball and so quick. I think that as he progresses, he's going to be great. All the teams that he's projected to actually go to, it seems like no matter what, he's going to be in a decent situation. I would say that he would go 4, but they got Lonzo. I think that Darius Garland is going to be nice at the next level. I mean, he has a lot of areas to actually grow in, and he's already a phenomenal talent. And I know that you guys already are not messing with this because I'm leaving somebody off the list, but don't worry about it. He's coming up. At number 6, we got Ja Morant, and I know a lot of you guys do not like this. You guys are saying, why the hell is Ja so low? You sleep, watch the game, this, that, and the third. I mean, at the end of the day, Ja's going 2nd or 3rd, no matter what. Like, I would still definitely take Ja Morant 2nd or 3rd, because you could argue he's the 2nd or the 3rd best player right now. But once again, this is going off of the future, and I just don't think that he has as high of a ceiling as of the guys that I have in front of him. That's just my personal opinion, and I don't think that he's going to be in the best situation in Memphis, so that's not going to help his case. Yes, he's going to have Jaren Jackson, but who else? Like, I don't think that is the ideal situation, but as far as Ja goes, he's already a polished playmaker who's super athletic, and he knows how to take over a game, which is something that a lot of these players do lack. He can take over a game, but we got to play the potential game. Most of the guys in front of him either have, to my opinion, a stronger skill set, a more versatile skill set. They are probably landing in better situations. Like, Memphis ain't it. I'm just gonna be honest. That's hurting him a lot. Memphis is not it. I'm just sorry. But let's move on to number 7. At number 7, we got Jarrett Culver out of Texas Tech. And I got to say, out of all these prospects that I've said so far, Culver's probably the safest pick out there. I mean, he isn't projected to be a star, but I think that he has a pretty high floor, and I think he's going to be a really good role player. I think that he has one of the highest floors out of anybody in this year's draft. Because if you look at him play, he already has a pretty solid defensive IQ, other than the national championship game, but he's a solid scorer, and he's a lot of heart as well. I think that he can be a vital part to a championship team. Maybe not a number 1 or even a number 2, but maybe he can fill in around being that 3rd or 4th option. And look, if you can get that in any draft, that's good, because most players in drafts don't pan out to be anything. So if he can at least turn into a great number 3, I'm down with it, definitely. At number 8, we got DeAndre Hunter. Now, some people may put Hunter ahead of Culver, but currently, I still think Culver's better. That's just my opinion. But Hunter can be argued as a better scorer, but currently, I think that Culver is just gonna have a better career in general. However, Hunter has shown that he could be an insanely good offensive player and defense player as well. And he's shown that he has a pretty good basketball IQ on both sides of the ball, as well as a pretty good work ethic. I think that he's going to be great in the NBA, but right now he is coming in at number 8 for me. At number 9, we have Kevin Porter Jr. And just like Bol Bol at the beginning of this season, he was ranked so much higher. Look, the dude is a straight bucket. He's super athletic, and I think that he has star potential. But his floor, to me, is not that high, and his off of the court problems really weigh on that. That really weighs in on this one. Yeah, that really counteracts every good thing about his game. It's just the potential for the off the court problems, because he obviously got suspended playing at USC. But I think talent wise, the dude got mad game. He got game. All right, that's without a doubt. He got some game on him. At number 10, I got Romeo Langford. Now, Romeo Langford did struggle a lot in college, but I still think that he has a great ability to create his own shot. I think that he's a solid scorer and a decent playmaker as well. I think that at the next level, if he lands in the right system, like he's one of those players who needs to get in the right system, I think that he can be a pretty decent player as well. But those are my top 10 guys. I didn't want to make this video so long. It's already super long, longer than I wanted to actually be. But let me know y'all's thoughts and y'all's opinions in the comment section below. Give me y'all's top 10, man. I really want to see who you guys got in there. Maybe it's some guys that I didn't mention. But other than that, make sure you go and like this video and subscribe and stay tuned, because like I said, man, the mock draft is coming out tomorrow. That includes some of these trades. So other than that, I'll see you guys then. I'm out. Peace, y'all.